Hi everybody. So let me start off by saying that beginning of this year, 2017, for some reason has been a really tough year for me and a lot of people around me. Um, so that is why I created this look today. This look is called my freedom look, and it pretty much symbolizes what everybody else is going through, including myself, because every situation is different. And it just symbolizes a space that you're in right now at this moment, a deep depression zone, which is exactly where I am right now. And you just want that freedom. You want to break free out of this depression. And a lot of people, when they think freedom, they think red, white, and blue. I don't think red, white, and blue, unfortunately. Red, white, and blue does not symbolize freedom to me. When I think of freedom, when I get in these depression moments, I always picture myself, I always want to run away. And I want to run away to a place where no one can find me. I don't want to tell anybody where I'm going. So I wake up sometimes and I'm like, I just want to be, and I wish I had the ability to do that. As weird as it sounds, but I've always pictured myself either on a cliff or a mountain, watching either the sunrise or the sunset. This is where my serenity is, where I envision my serenity to be. And this is how I picture freedom. This is where I want to go and how I want to run and break through things when I get in this sort of depression zone. And the reason why I'm feeling like this, and this video is actually dedicated to myself, and a lot of people around me that are going through a lot of things, from my best friends who, are going through relationship issues currently at the moment. And, I have people around me who, friends and family around me who have family members, dying of diseases or very sick in their family, which is, it's a hard moment, And then I have a friend of mine who's unfortunately been incarcerated. And, some issues are more, are a bigger of a deal than other issues, but everybody has their own issues and their own stage of, going through things, but they deal with it in a different way. And, some are more severe than others. And, sometimes I look at that, but I've been raised not in a cookie cutter home, per se, but I have been raised with, obviously, both my parents at the moment. Unfortunately, me and my father no longer have a relationship, which breaks my heart completely. So I don't understand what it is to need to survive, because everything was pretty much handed to me. My parents pretty much paid all the bills, or they fed me, and I've always had a home and a roof over my head. So survival skills are not something I'm knowledgeable on. After my divorce, I've met a whole bunch of people, and I've surrounded myself with a variety of different people, and these people were different from what I was raised around. Okay, so let's just put it that way. And I was so closed-minded before, because I didn't understand it. But getting to know these people and getting to know, all the things and the hard times that they've been through, was a lesson for me, watching them and hearing them, listening to, their story. And they are such wonderful people. Like, it's unbelievable how incredible these people are. And it's opened my mind to a lot of things, and I've stopped being judgmental, and I don't judge anyone anymore. I have no right to judge either. I have not, I've not been raised in that sort of environment where I had to, learn survival skills, but I was raised in a very abusive home, and you know, abuse was my issue in my home, whether it be verbal or physical. Unfortunately, it was just part of my household. Um, and I don't really talk to people about this, so I'm just, you know, expressing this to you guys so you guys can understand where, you know, my depression comes in, and, you know, this video comes in, and, you know, why I chose these colors. You know, family members being sick. You know, I have a few friends, and, you know, someone that's very close to me that also has, you know, a mother that's not feeling well, and, you know, someone else that's close to me that his father's not feeling well, and, you know, listening to these, and, you know, friends going through relationship issues. You know, I've been there. I've been through the relationship issues. I've been through the abuse in the relationship, verbal abuse, physical abuse, excuse me. I've been through it, and, you know, it's such a hard thing to deal with. It's not easy to just walk out of something that you feel like you've invested in for such a long time, and, you know, it becomes very, I'm explaining, you become very insecure about a lot of things. And as far as, you know, those that, you know, been incarcerated around me, I've never really had to deal with, I've never known anything like that before. You know, I used to think that these people were bad people, you know, that they've done like horrible things. And you kind of sit back and think, like, now that you've met these people and you know what they're really about, and it's like they're such genuine people, and with amazing personalities that just, you know, choose to do certain things in life in order to survive. You know, it's they grew up this way, and, you know, it's their survival skills is, it's what they know, okay, and it's what they do to feed their families, or, you know, their loved ones, or whatever it is to take care of themselves. And, you know, it's a choice that they make in order to live life. And there's just so much more corruption in this world, and so many other people doing such much more horrible things in life that need to be put away. And, you know, I just feel like people don't understand how hard it is to actually live this life. So this look that I've created is my freedom look, and it basically symbolizes what I believe to be where freedom is. Whatever it is that's holding you back from being happy, whatever it is that's holding you down, or, you know, whatever it is that you might feel depressed about or unhappy about, or whatever it is that makes you cry on a daily basis, and just let all that pain or whatever it is just go, you know. And for some people it's very hard to do that, and it takes a very long time, I know, because I've been there. So this look is dedicated to those who are going through a very hard time right now, and who will be going through a hard time. And I just want to say to those who I'm very close to, that I know that I love you all very much, and I'm here for you if you guys need me. So I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. It's a very short tutorial. It's not that long, but I wanted to express myself in this video. And I thank everybody for supporting me, for those who do support me. I know there's a lot of competition out here, and, you know, there are a lot of makeup artists in this world, and everybody wants to be a makeup artist. I'm not here to compete. I'm not a competitive person. I am just here to be who I am. My goal here is to give my mother something that she's never had before. So I'm going to continue to do makeup, and I'm going to continue to grow in other ways, and I'm going to push myself to do so, just to give her that life that I feel like she deserves, that she's never gotten before, because I love her so much. You know, and as well goes as for my sister, my angel of a nephew that I love so much. And I want to thank those around me who are very good to me, who are very loyal to me, and I love you all very much. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very emotional for me to do. I'm surprised I didn't even cry through this. I have like this, you know, little feeling in my chest. My shirt is dirty too. I didn't realize. I have this like this feeling in my chest, this heavy feeling in my chest that, you know, I just want to cry, and I think I've cried enough in the past couple of days. But once again, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I love you all, and thank you so much for everything, and for the love and for the support, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Bye. Alright guys, so as you can tell, I already started this side of my face. I completed this side, so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to complete the other side. Alright, so first let's start off by telling you guys that I will be using the, I'm sorry, maybe you cannot see this, Morphe palette in the 35C. And this is the only palette that I'll be using today, because it has all the colors that I'm actually looking for. As you can tell, the bright colors that I've been using. Alright. And we're going to start off by using this color here. Okay. So we're going to take the M330 brush by Morphe, and I'm just going to dip it in that color that I showed you guys before. And I'm going to take the brush, and right here where the crease is, this is way too much color, I'm just going to brush that in there and blend it. Okay. Just going to blend that in there, and I really don't want too much. I've already prepped this eye, I did my eyebrows and everything. I just really wanted to show you guys the base. I'm just going to blend that in there. Okay. And I'm okay with that. That right there is enough for me. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another brush, which I'm not even quite sure what brush this is. And I'm going to dip into the red colors in here, and I'm going to start the outer corner of my eye. Okay, and I'm going to just brush this in here. And I'm not going to be afraid to use color. Alright, I don't know if you guys can see that. I really can't see what I'm doing through the camera. Okay. I'm going to bring it in a little bit. Okay, then I'm just going to wipe this brush off. And with the same brush, I'm going to use, where is it? This color, orange here. We have all the colors of the sunrises in this palette, which I think is fantastic. Alright, and I'm going to bring that in here. Okay, and I'm going to put that in here, but I'm going to kind of blend it in with the red so it just fades in a little bit. Okay. Alright. That's that. It looks crazy now, but it's not going to look that crazy later. Obviously, as you can see on this side. Then I'm going to go in with this color yellow here. And I'm going to put that in right here. Now I don't want to drag it inwards too much because I'm not trying to do the inner corner of my eye with any sort of color. I want to leave it bland and I'm sorry, plain. And I'm just going to put it in there. Okay. Alright. Then I'm gonna take this brush. It's a blending brush. I totally forgot what line this was. And I'm gonna just blend the upper part, like where my brow bone is. Blend that in a little bit so it's not so harsh. Okay. All right. Then I'm gonna take a darker, we're gonna go in with a little bit of a darker brown color, so in the middle of, I would say, these two. So I'll just mix them and I'll apply it up here on my crease, just to kind of darken this a little bit. Okay. And I'm going to keep applying until I feel like it's enough. So guys, you're going to see that I'm going to just reapply color as much as I can until I get it to the liking that I want it. So until I get it to sort of look like this eye here. So you'll notice that I'll just keep using the same colors over and over again until I can kind of get it to the way I want it to look. Alright, so the key to this is just blending. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with this carbon black color here. And I'm going to use my Morphe M431 brush. It looks like this. It's just like a little corner brush. And I'm going to apply that, but just on the outer corner of my eye. Okay, I'm not going to drag that in. It's just going to be the outer corner. Okay, and I'm going to go in circular motions. Okay, this is how you get that smoky effect. So then I'm going to take my M330 brush and I'm just going to blend that in. Okay. Hope you guys can see. Bright enough. Let me turn it on a little brighter for you guys. I'm gonna blend, 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 and blend. Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna brush that dark off. I'm gonna take a little bit of these two dark colors again. And I'm just gonna apply that here, like right where the crease is, but it's just a little bit higher. Okay. Right, and I'm gonna take the M330 brush again. I'm gonna blend that up here as well. And you kind of want to open your eyes a little bit just to see what it looks like with your eyes open. Because if you want to make any sort of adjustments, it's best you do that now before you add the eyeliner and all the other stuff. Alright, so as you can see, my colors have faded a little bit and I don't want them to look so bland and dark. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with the red. I'm going to dab that in there. Okay. Just a little bit. I'm going to blend this out anyway. Alright. Let's see. Alright. Then I'm going to go back in with the orange that I used before. And I'm going to put that right here. And then I'm gonna go back in with the yellow and apply that right here. You guys can see me, sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna start from the outer corner of my eye. Now, what's great about this tape is that even if you mess up, it already keeps that line there intact for you. And once you peel it off, the line is super smooth and clean. If you can see the difference between this eye and this one, is that this has a little bit of a softer look to it up top, and this is a little bit more harsher. So what I normally do is I'll take highlighter. So this one is my favorite. I'm like down to like the last bit of it, so I need to buy more. And I'm gonna take any sort of blending brush. This is a Morphe brush, there's no number to it. I'm gonna just apply that on my brow bone here and just have it touch that color a little bit up here, just so it can blend out and the line isn't so harsh looking, and it'll just fade it a little bit. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to apply it here in the inner corner and drag it inwards. Since I don't really want to add color on the inner corner, so I want to keep it clear and neutral. And I want to make sure that my eyes match. Drag that in a little bit more. Okay. Alright. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel off this tape. I'm going to go in with the carbon black on the outer corner of my eye. And I just want to apply not too much, but just enough. And then I'm going to take these two colors and I'm going to apply it right here. Right where the tear duct is, underneath the tear duct, and add some more. Okay, so the colors are a little harsh, and you want to make sure you want to blend that in. So I'm gonna take my Morphe M431 brush, and I'm just gonna blend it. My Carly Bible palette. I'm gonna go in the corner, in the inner corner of my eyes with this color right here. I'm gonna give it a little pop, a little highlight. Sorry guys, I'm a little sick. I think it's this weather. Alright, that's that. So let me just put my lashes on. I'll be right back, and I'll finish the rest of the look.